Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Bakemonogatari, but today I'm going to be checking out episode 7, Suruga Monkey Part 2. Now last time on Suruga Monkey Part 1, Araragi met the titular Suruga after she was following him because apparently she wanted to talk to him for a little bit. She seems to have caught an interest in Araragi, and can you blame her? Every other girl within a 10-mile radius has seemed to lately. But as Araragi was discussing Suruga with Senjugahara, she got really upset just at the mention of Suruga, just the idea that she would have any involvement with Araragi at all. She went full yandere on him, threatening to gouge out his eye with a pen, so yeah. And honestly, given the way they talked about their past, Senjugahara and Suruga didn't seem to have too much of a rivalry or anything. I mean, the worst thing that happened was that Suruga found out about Senjugahara's weight problem and offered to help because that's just how she is. She was nice, she wanted to help out, but like what she did with Araragi, she attacked her with the school supplies, presumably, and she didn't keep trying to help and just ran away. Never talking to her again. Interesting indeed, but the most important thing that happened last episode was, well, that. Araragi was just riding his bike outside and then bam, just this cloaked individual shows up and decks him in the face, sending him flying like 20 feet away in truly epic fashion. I mean, do you see that freaking detail in the animation of him getting hit in the face? It's just gruesome and terrifying. I do like that even after spinning around in the air like a rag doll, he somehow still lands on his knees and not just flat on his back. Interesting. Must be that latent vampirism in him. So, who is this cloaked individual who has assaulted Araragi for almost no reason, seemingly? Well, there are some details that might lead you to believe that it is Suruga herself, but there's not too much to go off of with that. It's mostly just the little bandage pieces that were around their left hand. And not only that, but if you look closely when Araragi is getting decked in the face, the left hand is fully bandaged at the time. So that would be a weird detail that another individual with their left hand wrapped up is going around and assaulting Araragi. If it isn't Suruga, I don't know what the heck is going on. But who knows? We saw cloaked-like individuals in the opening, so the implications behind that are unknown. It could just be metaphorical. I can't say. So for now, let's just get into this little episode. Right, so it's not really a monkey's paw. It's just kind of like a monkey's paw in that it grants wishes, although it takes your soul in exchange and can bind to you in this way. It is a running theme in the life of young Araragi that everyone around him is just overtly perverted at all times and completely unashamed of it. That's just how it is, I guess. So what to do about Monkey Hand? I mean, I don't know. I've got no idea how they're gonna go about getting rid of it. There seems to have been somewhat typical ways of dealing with this kind of stuff. Like in the first one, it was just do the ritual, the thing showed up, and then she had to confess, and then she was fine. And then in the second one, it was either separate yourself from the snail, or you could bring the snail back home. That was apparently an option as well. But in this case, what got her into this was this desire to be closer to Senjugahara, and it somehow caused her to get melded with this raincoat devil. So what, coming to terms with the fact that she can't be with Senjugahara, is that the solution? Just accepting that and refuting the wishes? Man, the back of the roof of my mouth has been itchy the past like 5 minutes, and it's been bothering the heck out of me. Oh well, pretty straightforward episode, all things considered. I mean, it cut straight to the point. If you hadn't already figured out who Suruga was, well, they were gonna just tell it to you straight up because they made it pretty clear with just a little bit of thinking about it that she was the one in the raincoat. It was pretty obvious, but you know, that part of my brain, like, that was so obvious that maybe it's a misdirect, but nope, no misdirect. At least doesn't seem like it was. So yeah, it seems like they did introduce a new concept of spiritual nonsense to be the antagonist of this one. It's not a spirit, it's not a god, it's a devil, and it's a devil that melds with a person. So yeah, mixing things up. They've been pretty good at doing that. For now though, I think that's gonna be it, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode. That would be great. And be sure to subscribe to be updated on more. I would appreciate it immensely. Stay tuned for next time with episode 8, the Suruga Monkey Part 3. We're gonna get to see how this comes to a close, theoretically, unless it also goes to Part 4. But they've already done a good enough job setting up the exposition for all of this in this episode that they could very easily wrap this whole thing up by the next episode. Perhaps Senjugahara can weigh in on this whole situation. She is entwined in it, definitely. It was her very harsh rejection of Suruga that kind of set this chain of events into motion to the point where she said, "You're not a friend, you're not even an underclassman, you're nothing to me," which, ouch. Hey, Senjugahara, she was in a dark place at the time, you know? She went through a lot of biz, but still very mean. But that's beside the point. The point is, this was a pretty intriguing episode to say the least, so can't wait to see how it all sorts itself out next time. How is Araragi gonna fix this problem? Because it seems like it's not quite so easily resolved like the last couple were, for the most part. So we'll see about that. But till then, I will see you guys later.